Hi, I'm Niall. This is my first video on indices, Indices 1, and in this video I introduce the concept of indices and talk about some of the rules such as multiplying indices and dividing indices. As always, let's start with an example. Let's look at 2 to the power of 4. Well, 2 to the power of 4 is the same as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 is our index. So 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, and 2 8s are 16. So we can say that 2 to the power of 4 is equal to 16. So let's look at another example. Let's look at 2 to the power of 3. So in this case, we have 2 times 2 times 2. So we have 1, 2, 3 2s, which is the same as our index. So 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 4 is 8. So we can say that 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 8. Now let's try 2 to the power of 6. So this is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, same as our index. So 2 times 2 is 4, 2 4s are 8, 2 8s are 16, 2 16s are 32, and 2 32s are 64. So we can say that 2 to the power of 6 is equal to 64. What about 3 to the power of 4? So we have a different base now. 3, so we're going to say 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 3s, and the same as our index, which is 4. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 9s are 27, and 3 27s are 81. So we can say that 3 to the power of 4 is equal to 81. What if we have 5 to the power of 3? Well, that's going to be 5 times 5 times 5. 5 5s are 25, and 5 25s are 125. So now let's look at the first rule of indices, and this is when we're multiplying indices, we add. So what do we add? Well, we add the indices. So if we have 2 to the power of 4 multiplied by 2 to the power of 2, well, the base is the same, so we can add the indices. So 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. So we have 2 to the power of 6. So we checked before and we said that 2 to the power of 6 is equal to 64. So let's double check that. So here we have 2 to the power of 4, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And that's all times 2 times 2. So 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, and 2 8s are 16. Multiplied by 2 times 2, which is 4. So now we're looking at 4 times 16, which is equal to 64. And we had said from earlier in the lesson that 2 to the power of 6 is equal to 64. So just by adding the indices, we were able to see the result of multiplication. If we look at another example and we try 5 to the power of 2 multiplied by 5 to the power of 1, well, in this case, we're going to add the indices because the base is the same, and we get 5 to the power of 3. And we can check that. 5 to the power of 2 is 5 times 5 is 25. Times 5 is, as we said earlier, 125. So now we look at the second rule of indices, and that is when we are dividing indices, we can subtract. So how does that work? Well, if we had 2 to the power of 6 divided by 2 to the power of 2, check, our base is the same, it's 2. So we can say 6 minus 2 is 4, so our answer would be 2 to the power of 4. What is 2 to the power of 4? Well, we know that that is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, and 2 8s are 16. Let's double check. Here we have 2 to the power of 6, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, all over 2 times 2. So 2 below the line cancels with 2 above the line, and another 2 below the line cancels with 2 above the line. And now we're left with 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8, times 2, which is 16, which is exactly what we were expecting. Let's look at another example. 3 to the power of 4 divided by 3 to the power of 2. Well, that is the same as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, all divided by 3 times 3. So we know from before that 3 to the power of 4 is 81. So we have 81 above the line. 3 times 3 is 9 below the line. And 81 divided by 9 is indeed 9. So because we had the same base, we could subtract the indices. So we got 4 minus 2 is 2. So we have 3 to the power of 2, which is, of course, 9. So we can put this rule to good use. If we had 7 to the power of 6 divided by 7 to the power of 4, well, these are going to be really big numbers if we multiply them out. But we can use our rule and we can just say 6 minus 4 is 2, and 7 times 7 is 49. Click the link in the comments for a short worksheet with solutions. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. Connect with me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. See you the next time.